Last speaker, certainly not best. Thank you all for coming out. And I'd like to do something symbolic. If we can do that. So this is the first time in 4 years that I have been allowed, or yes, California has been allowed, to have a meeting with CNP. So just recognize where you're at. I understand it's a small room and a couple of you going, why are you guys all jumping up and down? Why are you so excited you're going to meet with each other? Because I have not been allowed to talk to that man publicly for 3.5 years. What happened is we had a scale of leadership. Some of them left, some of them got burnt out. We had another scale of leadership. And finally, at some point, people realized, you know what? If I don't have my rights and I can't protect my values, then it doesn't matter if I don't like this guy who said something nasty to me 2 years ago. We're both screwed. So this is my message to the Unity Conference. If anybody that you know is still talking about CALEXIT after 3.5 years, love them, respect them. You do not have to like them. There's people in this room who told me to go F myself. We're cool. You know why? Because the Senate just proved that America is broken. Everybody saw that? It's a done deal. He's going to get off. You knew damn well it was going to happen. Okay? Senate broke. Government don't work anymore. There's a guy, Daniel Costa. He's been on me. Marcus, how do I tell somebody why they should believe in CALEXIT? Why should somebody believe? Well, there you go. Exhibit A. You will not get a better exhibit for maybe another year of that ship sinking. And as Hannah Miyamoto has said, you don't have to like CALEXIT. This is about survival. Do you want a democracy? Do you want a functional government? Do you want to make sure that your communities are protected? Well, you don't have a choice. You have to leave because that ship is so rotten, it's sinking, and it's going to take you down with it. And if the Senate wasn't enough to convince you of that, I don't know what is, homie. That's it. That happened this week. Anybody else know what happened this week? Huge, momentous thing for CALEXIT. Brexit. I know the English left for xenophobia and they don't like immigrants. Right. But they also proved you can secede legally and in the modern era. End of story, debate over. Everybody said they will not pull it off. Their economy will collapse. Children will die. Dinosaurs will come out of the ocean and bring them down. And none of that came to pass. So all of the experts who said you cannot legally, peacefully secede in the modern era without collapsing a country were dead wrong. And that example came this week, the same week we got our example as to why the hell we need to get off the ship. Half my family was Southern Baptist, the other half was Mexican Catholic, so I'm not religious and I'll never join a religion. But I gotta tell you, nobody has the power to plan those two world events to happen within a 36-hour window of each other. Now, I don't know if you believe in God, Yahweh, whatever. Somebody with big power made that happen and it wasn't one of us. And then this same week, we have been allowed for the first time to say, you know what? The past is over. Get over it. We're coming back together. CALEXIT's back together. Californians saw you can secede legally, and Californians saw that you are going to die as far as being a public citizen in your body politic if you don't leave. This is the greatest time for a CALEXIT supporter in the last 3 years. Ever. Also, yes, California, despite what you have heard, has been cleared by an investigation from the California government where they subpoenaed our bank accounts of any foreign funding by the Russian or any other government from 2016 to 2017. So everybody who said that is a damn liar, and the California government said you are. That's going to be key, because when they're slamming us, they're slamming you. And now you have evidence they lied. Bank accounts subpoenaed, Attorney General involved, they found nothing. We're cleared of that garbage. By the way, there's a newspaper in Virginia that today just said, oh, they're totally funded by Russia. After we were cleared by the investigation, so get ready. You will have to fight rumors, but now you have facts on your side. Now you have evidence that it can be done. Now you have a reason why it should be done. And now you have permission to work together. So I'd like to point out there's 3 groups. Independent California, California National Party, yes, California. Independent California, you guys street warriors. California National Party, politics, negotiate with politicians. Independent California media. You don't have to like everybody. Find a group, jump in. And then on top of that, I'll be passing this out. We've been having the California conferences. Everybody's invited. I got 10 projects with 10 Californians here, and they don't care what group you're part of. How about we work on making a mainstream news site for California national news? That doesn't exist anywhere. Talk to Hana Miyamoto. How about we have a Pixar-generated 3D ad cartoon campaign? Talk to John Pomeroy. How about we start working with Gen Z on Instagram to get us on there when we have no representation? Talk to Daniel. How about we reconnect our 200 lost members who never stop believing? Talk to Daniel. How about we work on suing the California government for not protecting us enough to force them to do more? Talk to Shankar. How about we let federal officials know that when you harass our communities, we harass you? Talk to Shankar. And how about we crush the last serious conservative district here in California, which is Kern County, Bakersfield, and we break them blue? Talk to Felix Allen. If that's not enough, and you want to start talking to red states to convince them to let us go, you can talk to me or Dan. How about getting California in the international news by showing that we are reuniting with Baja, and we have had 3 governors back up our plan after we stated it. That's right. 3 governors said we're coming together after we said Baja independence and California independence were working together. Coincidence? Talk to Matt. He's right there. How about we start getting indigenous people to say, you know what, I'm as excited about an independent California as you because I can tell you got my heart with your heart. Man's right there called John Pomeroy. Talk to him. How about we work with connecting with other independence movements? You can talk to me. And that's not it. The point is this: 3 groups, 10 projects. You do not have to like everybody. Stop bickering, forget the past, pick a group, pick a project, get working. Because I gotta tell you, ship's sinking while you're on it. Our life raft is not ready to sail. That means every moment that you wait and go, well, I don't like this and I'm not ready for that, and so-and-so said, you're now an inch deeper in the water. Oh, I have another complaint and someone said something. Oh, you're another inch deep in the water. They are two judges away from making the Ninth Circuit Court fully conservative. Anybody know what the Ninth Circuit Court is? It's the body that gets to crush all California laws. We say we want X, Ninth Circuit could say, no, you don't get to do that because we do that. Oh, did you not like our ruling? You're welcome to go to the conservative-dominated Supreme Court. They're going to have another one. Ginsburg ain't going to make it much longer. All of you should have figured that out. That's a dominated Supreme Court. They are 2 judges away from the Ninth Circuit Court. Yeah, we as Californians spent all of our talking about impeachment, and you know what Trump did while we were focused on that? Replaced our legal system. I have seen 1 professor. We have the best fleet of universities in the world. 1 professor, Jonathan Taplin, point that out in the news. Your academic establishment ain't covering this, which means it's going to be a big surprise when we can't pass or hold on to any laws like we've known since the 1970s. Last time Ninth Circuit Court was conservative was 77. You are on the cusp of losing your ability to have the laws and the lifestyle that you have enjoyed for the last half century, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ship sinking. Time to figure out what you're going to do. Here's the way to start. I'll leave it there. Thank you.